Hello, Cancer. Welcome back to Intuitive Garden Tarot. If you're new, my name is Nicole, and I'm going to be doing a reading on the energy coming through from the summer solstice here, specifically to how it's going to land on you, Cancers. So let's tune into the energy with the Star Tarot deck for my Cancer viewers for the summer solstice energy coming through. Now keep in mind the solstice energy ripples out for 3 to 6 months, sometimes even a year after. So this energy and information that comes through in this reading might not be apparent right away, or it might be. It depends on the individual and kind of how things are unfolding for you. You may book a personal reading with me at Intuitive Garden Tarot if you would like to look more specifically just at you and what's going on in your life. All right, Cancer, we have the King of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Strength card, the Five of Cups, the Five of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Okay. Good balance here. And in the background here we have Strength. And she's holding that snake like it's no problem with that lion in front of her. So I feel this is saying, Cancer, that this is a very powerful time for you, and if you're doing your work, you're very aligned actually with this particular energy coming through. This is happening in your sign, in the sign of Cancer. I believe Jupiter is already in the sign of Cancer. There's a lot going on, and a new moon coming as well, I believe, shortly after the solstice, if I have that correct. So there's something to tap into with your emotions in particular. And really bridging the gap between your upper and lower chakras. Interesting. And then we have the King of Swords. And I feel like this is suggesting that new information is actually coming to you, new knowledge. And it may not be new, so I might have spoken too soon. It might be remembering knowledge that was deeply buried in your DNA, perhaps other lifetimes. But there's an understanding that's coming through that is leveling you up, Cancer. And he's in his truth. So maybe that understanding would be getting more aligned with your personal truth, and or communicating that with confidence to others, what your truth is, who you truly are, your authentic self. And I love this Six of Cups energy for you. You might be communicating to someone from your past. This is looking back. This can be about children or your inner child. You might be understanding more about your childhood. There may be new information or memories that come to light that are actually beautiful and inspire you to go for the goal, to reach for something higher or something better that brings you delight. The King of Swords is very serious and very headstrong, and that is what he's good at. But the Six of Cups is saying somehow you're gonna be given the opportunity to have a new understanding of how to be more playful, and maybe even how to connect in a more loving way to your own inner child, to children around you, or in a playful way to others, friends, adults, lovers, whatever resonates for you. It's very blessed, though. There are stars and rainbows all around that. Okay, at the heart of the reading here, we have the Five of Cups, which isn't a very happy image, right? He's really focused on the cups that have spilled in front of him. He might be releasing a lot of grief, regret, shame. And so this energy coming in from the solstice might really activate a flow of emotions, a flood of emotions that need to be released and cleansed. And in doing so, it will really transform your whole emotional landscape, your emotional environment. There is much joy to be had. I want you to look at the two ginormous cups behind him, marked with butterflies, with a rainbow of butterflies coming out and going from one cup to the other. The Two of Cups, by the way, by itself, that is, a romantic card of two lovers coming together in some kind of balanced union. So while you might be feeling a flow of grief or focused on that, if this figure just turns around, there's so much to be grateful for and so much to enjoy or look forward to. And it's at the heart of the reading, and this is all about feelings. So this is about cleansing your heart, purifying your heart, letting go of what's getting in the way of transforming you. This card, I think, has showed up for you quite a bit lately, and fives in numerology are temporary setbacks. They're a temporary state, so it's temporary, and you don't want to hang your hat on that as this is now your truth, or this is just the way things are, or the way things are always going to be. And how are you going to do that? By letting that melt down and dissolve and just leave your energy space. The Five of Wands is about inner conflict, inner struggle. This is spiritual energy, this is fire energy, and I'm getting you might have energy blocked in your solar plexus. You might not be connected with your inner power. However, by letting this flow only as long as it needs to, you have the opportunity to reconfigure and realign yourself with your power, with your passion. And I'm also getting hot-headedness that showed up in another reading too, but that volcano spewing, erupting over her head here behind her. There might be some anger. You might even be feeling really angry with yourself. And I have learned that we can send our emotions up through our crown, up into the cosmos. It's not just about dropping it down or grounding or letting it dissolve into the earth. Both can be really helpful if you can simultaneously allow things to kind of leave from both ends. It's going to free up a lot of energy and space for something new and tangible and solid to come through, and that's what's coming through with this Ace of Pentacles. And it's depicted as a tree with deep roots. And pentacles are our physical reality, the tangible world. So feels like there's been a lot of emotion activated for you and will continue to be by this solstice energy coming through, Cancer. But look at the butterflies here, and there are two of them. It's hard to see one. And that's reminding me of this, the butterflies on top. The transformation is occurring. Trusting that process will go a long way for you, Cancer. Anything to ground yourself, connect with the earth, is just being among trees, taking walks outside, putting your feet on the ground is always helpful, and particularly helpful now. There is a lot of geomagnetic activity that's been happening, solar flares, what's the other word? Starts with a P. Photonic light particles being ejected from the sun at Earth, at other planets, all around. There's just so much going on that is transformational, and it can feel really turbulent. So connecting to the Earth is really, really helpful. And with this Knight of Cups as the final clarifier here, look at how big that cup is that he's offering. Seems you have a lot of love to share and a lot of love to drink in that's available to you in your cup. There's some magic in that this knight is riding a unicorn, not just a horse. So believing in miracles might be helpful to be reminded of right now, Cancer. And by following your heart and leading with your heart open, as vulnerable and scary as that might seem to just about anybody, that's where you're really going to experience that joy and that youthful exuberance, innocence, pleasure. All right, Cancer, let's finish up with some oracle cards. And again, we're using the Garden deck. That's what wants to speak for you. Regeneration just jumped out. Aries energy, which is that fire. Let's get two more for my Cancer viewers. Desire and memory. Interesting. I did talk about memory, didn't I? So regeneration is how it sounds. Where can you recoup what you feel has been lost? First and foremost within yourself. And I'm getting self-forgiveness is key here for you. There's some stuff you've been struggling with and feeling badly about. And the solstice energy is inviting you to let that go and allow yourself to rebuild instead of staying in a state of woundedness or needing healing. Let's tune into the healing, okay? And desire with that heart there in the corner. And this reminds me so much of an old-fashioned locket pendant. What do you desire? If you were to open the locket, what picture would be inside? If any of you are old enough to remember, a locket would often have a photograph of somebody that you were holding close to your heart or something that is dear to you. So what does your heart desire? What fills your cup up? This big cup. What feels magical and wonderful and joyful to you? And are you aligned with that? Cancer energy is on this card. So this is about your deeper feelings. What are your deepest desires? Bringing those to the surface so that you can, let them grow into something tangible instead of staying buried at the bottom of the ocean. And maybe you desire that Cancer energy that you understand so well, Cancer. Feeling safe at home, feeling connected and loving and loved by your family, whoever that is. It can be biological, it can be a chosen family, all of the above. But knowing what you desire is obviously the first step in attaining it. And it might be something you've experienced in the past with memory. There might be something or someone you want to connect with. And this journal here, for whatever reason, is resonating with me as remembering wisdom you've accumulated from different life experiences and different lifetimes. And there's Leo energy on this card, which is about your passion, your joy, your pleasure. What do you desire? Like, what feels good for you and what's playful for you? That's the theme of playfulness and joy and pleasure is coming through repeatedly here. And I think by tuning into that, you'll feel that regenerative energy, you'll feel yourself rebuilding, and you'll be tuning into that strength, whether you're feeling it or not right now as you listen to this reading. That strength is there. You do embody that, and that strength card is also Leo energy, that lion energy of being bold, being passionate, and going for it. Don't hold back. You might also benefit from journaling or going back and rereading a book, whether it's a novel or something nonfiction or educational that really resonated with you or was really powerful at some point in time. You might want to go back and revisit that. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah. Hold space for yourself and be gentle with yourself. There's a lot of transformation and melting down that's being triggered with this summer solstice energy for you, Cancer. So you know how to hole in. You know how to go into your shell and go into your safe space. So give yourself that. And regarding any shame or regret you might be stuck in or swimming in at this time, also know that this too will pass. And these flowers are what are communicating this to me right now. Really holding space for yourself and your beauty, and everything that is beautiful about you is true, was true, and will be true. That's what you're left with when some of the junk melts away, is your beauty and your light, and it's very pure. That is attainable. I think when we feel shame or regret, it's hard to again feel that we have permission to be forgiven, to forgive ourselves, to have a fresh, clean start. But we do. Every moment and every day is a new opportunity, and that's also what this talks about. A new opportunity being born here. Aces are a beginning, so something solid and beautiful is taking root. and keep doing what you're doing, Cancer, and I think you'll get there. I hope this was helpful. Remember to hit the like button if this does resonate with you at all. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will be checking in with you again soon, so please hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I post a new video for you. Otherwise, happy solstice, and I'll see you next time, Cancer. Bye-bye.